Hi, friends. This is a very spontaneous reading that I'm about to share with you about abundance. And the reason I'm sharing it with you is because I was inspired to share it with you. I was doing the reading on my own, just in a train of thought, a flow of emotions. And I was sitting there in my little study, and I'm thinking about my future, and I have issues with abundance, not in that I don't have abundance. I have loads of abundance. I am fucking loaded. I'm just being honest with you, man. I'm fucking loaded. And the reason I'm sharing it is because I've just awakened to it. I mean, literally, I'm sitting in there and I'm thinking about what I'm going to be doing over the summer. And I said, well, what do I really want to do over the summer? And this has been a dialogue I've been having for a long time. And the dialogue has been, well, what do I want to do? I feel like going to Italy and riding a bike or walking or hiking across Tuscany, staying in little farmhouses and writing, taking pictures. That's what I feel like doing. And of course, doing my sessions with my clients, which I love. I love doing my sessions with my clients so much and teaching my classes and doing these little video, free video readings. I love this stuff so much that I just cannot call it work. Like, I cannot call it work. And so as I'm sitting here and I'm planning what I want to do, I'm listening to my heart. I'm like, well, don't you want to work? And I'm like, well, no, I don't. I don't ever want to work. But I do work. I work a lot. I'm writing and I'm doing my sessions, but then I'm like, but wait, that's not work. And then I'm like, wait, this is what abundance is. This is what prosperity is. Having so much joy in your daily life that work doesn't feel like work. And work has not felt like work for a long time for me, which is why I'm so fucking loaded. I mean, honestly, even when I was running my studio and I was working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, I was in joy. I loved working on my clients. I loved creating programs. I loved bringing in new toys and new games and new things for us to do. I loved creating workshops. I loved that stuff. And the thing is, because I'm such a worker mentality, and like people would say, oh, you work so much. I started thinking that I was working, and then I started creating these weird dualities in my mind, as if work was one thing and play was another. Then I got confused, and then I started accepting the fact that I really enjoy this thing that everybody calls work. And people were like, you're a workaholic, like it's a bad thing. And yeah, it's not a great thing to be totally addicted to something, but hell, when your work consists of like spending time with amazing people, working with the energies of the universe, healing, doing meditation, and getting in touch with yourself, and basically loving people, yourself, things, and being highly creative, fuck yeah, I'm addicted to that. So the thing that came to me when I was sitting in there a few minutes ago was that I want to move forward, but I have a lot of fear because the way that I want to move forward in my life looks a lot different than the way I was moving forward in my life before. And that now I've fully accepted that the things that I call work, or the things that everybody else calls work, are not the same things that I call work. And now I basically am moving forward and I'm not working. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The stuff I do, my coaching, it's not work. I don't care what you say. It is not work. I love doing this. It is fun. It is joyful. I am happy. I have something that I'm offering, and you want to call it work, like, I should be paid a certain thing, or it's got to look this way, or it's got to look that way. No, doesn't go in any of those categories. I do it when I want to and how I want to. And as long as I'm providing something that's helping and serving somebody else, I'm perfectly satisfied. No changes whatsoever. And this starts hitting me as I'm sitting in there. How do I want to spend my days when I go forward in the future? Well, I want to get up in the morning whenever I feel like getting up. It just so happens that I wake up between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning, and the thing that I feel like doing is meditating. I feel like it. I'm not forcing myself. It's not disciplined. I have a great meditation practice. It's not because I'm a disciplined person. It's because I do what I fucking want to do. I love meditating. So I get up and I meditate. And my meditation practice looks the way I want it to look. I sit there and I drink my tea or I drink my water and I just, And I sit there as long as I want to. Sometimes I write, sometimes I throw my tarot cards, sometimes, right in the middle of a meditation, I'll call a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I don't care. I might just make a call in the middle of that conversation, and I'm going to use that conversation if I'm feeling like I'm in spirit, then I'm going to consider that a part of my meditative practice, and I'm going to make sure that I'm observing that conversation in the way that feels right to me, and I'm integrating the time and really connecting with my friend or loved one on a higher plane. That feels good to me. And then maybe I'll go back right into a standard meditation practice after that. And then I'll sit some more. And then maybe I'll hop on Facebook. This is how I like my days to go, and then I've got a client at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to go talk to that client, do my thing with her or him, move through it, boom, boom, boom. Then I'm going to go have some breakfast, or then maybe I'm going to go for a walk, or maybe I'm going to just watch videos. I don't care. So that's how my days flow. Go out later whenever I want. I just basically go with how I feel. Now, the thing that keeps coming up for me is that what other people think. Now, I'm sharing this because some of the people who are attracted to these videos are like me in that they don't understand their abundance. They don't understand that they are abundant. Okay, I've gotten totally off track. The reason I started doing this video is because I came into a full awareness of my power to create and manifest abundance, but also the truth is to just awaken to the abundance that's all around me. I'm ready to teach my class now on abundance. 40 days of abundant prosperity. I want you to join me. I'm going to tell you the dates. I don't remember what they are, so I'm going to look them up right now. And I'm going to give you a little outline of what the class is going to be like. Because it's time. It's time for everybody to wake up to their power and their abundance. And this is the way I did it. I did it with this same class that I'm teaching right now. 40 Days of Abundant Prosperity. We had a lady who came into the studio when I was running Everyday Zen. Monday, May 19th at 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock p.m. That's going to be the very first class. So I started, there was a lady who came to teach this stuff at the studio. She didn't quite have it together. She was doing it, blah, blah, blah. Either way, there were a group of us who got together in this class with her. It was Lisa Julie, it was Lisa Paoli, Kristen Pelzinski, Gloria Ramos, and myself. And the teacher was Amy Sattinger. And we just got together and we just rocked this book called The Abundance Book. we started having such huge shifts as we were working through this little tiny book, and we all came out very different women at the end of the 40 days. Well, Amy, the original lady who brought this to us, kind of just disappeared. And Kristen, Lisa, Gloria, and myself started teaching the class. And actually, I remember also on that very first class, even though she wasn't totally into it, because she already understood her own idea of abundance, she was already kind of rocking this thing. But my friend Michelle Perella was in the original group as well. But she was just already in her abundance. She wasn't walking the same path of learning as the rest of us were. Same thing with Lisa Julie. But the other girls and I were still really coming to understand what abundance meant for us. And we just weren't really feeling abundant. And this book made us start to understand abundance and prosperity in a totally different way. So we got together. Oh, sorry for the interruption. So we got together and decided to teach the class ourselves because we learned so much and we wanted to share it. So we taught the class together, the four of us, for I think we did like 50 days or something like that, and we had a fantastic group of women that got together. So I can't get all four of those women together again, even though I would love to get them all together again. But either way, I'm teaching the class by myself online, and I want you to join me to start exploring this new concept of abundance. Now, it's been 2 years since I first was introduced to this work, and I have to say that honestly, today is the very first time that it's all synthesized. I've been dancing with all of these ideas over the last 2 years and integrating them slowly, but today, like a lightning bolt, I was hit with the power of my infinite prosperity. And that's why I started doing this reading, because I'm sitting there thinking, why is it that I don't feel abundant? Why is it? And then I'm like, wait, what's happening? There's something shifting. Anyway, all of this is to say, boy, I went all over the place with this reading. Here I go again. Okay, I'm stopping this reading right now. And I'm going to start another one. This is not the reading. This is about me feeling the power of my abundance. I'm going to write that in the title and stop it, and then I'm going back into my reading right away. Okay, bye for now.